Done for us by Shaka Baka. Well, Fambule made already time we're going to our studio to and welcome the program. Good morning, Salos. Stay blessed. Not gonna say.
Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today on Monday, April 14, 2025. And we bring the program to you this Monday morning. My name is Usman Kamara.
And Musa Kamara, my name. Good morning. Inside today's edition of the program, Good Morning Saloon, the President, Julius Madabio, don't call for reform na the Security Council as he say the current structure no dey represent Africa. The Chief Technical Officer na the Leone Metal Group, Salim Silla, say interference from different sectors na one challenge where they unblock the implementation of Community Development Fund where mining company can get to communities them. And today inside the program, they look inside the APRM. We look at APRM South Corporation Conference with the government of Salon they organize. What it mean and what could be the outcome and what we go discuss inside the program. Our point of discussion inside the edition of the program. Good morning, Salon.
With this and plenty other story than different inside the program this morning. Remember say the listen we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and remember say na Leone Metal Group the sponsor Radio Democracy for bringing the program Good Morning Salon come to you. And this program is powered by FSL. It will listen we live from radio partner them, Radio Chalet 89.5 na Konaduga and Falabadi Street. Same way so on Radio Maleng 88.5, Radio 1J 101.3 na Pujondi Street, Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio 105.5 na Kailan, Vopa Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sandom na Konodi Street 95.7, Voice of Karine na Kamakuya 98.0. Voice of Masoro na Pujondi Street, Jangi Radio 99.3 FM na Lawabon District, and Advocacy Radio Put Local District, and Radio Bami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba. The program na Good Morning Salon where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. If you want to be part of the program, you can send in a message on the number 077-981-981 or join we in our Radio Democracy Facebook page. But Musa, before you take the first material.
Yes, of course, and we also want to inform listeners, them say, and viewers that we get forget updates on the fire incident will be over the weekend na State House. And you go know inside the program the sectors them within the State House were affected and the level of damage where this fire caused. The program now Good Morning Saloon will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We start for look at issues. We go inside the community, the communication officer at the Food System Resilience Program at the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Christian Scott say the sabi where they give farmer them na for make them know within nutrition and self how important it is na the Feed Saloon program agenda. I talk this inside one engagement with them all with farmer them now both for talk on the thing them we then get for do na them farm for ensure say they support the Feed Saloon program. For more on this we join Mary Kamara Bangura.
The Food Resilience Program na 5-year program where Ministry of Agriculture Food System Resilience Program they implement. Look at 3 additional value area there. When I rice, cassava and livestock. Make farmer able to do them work proper one. Make FSR bring farmers them together na both city. Forgive them sabi on nutrition. Other one them. Where in the talk, the head of women in agriculture and nutrition unit at the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Fatmata Toure talk about the reason of this training.
When this night a training of trainers. This training here is there for the SMEs. Rather than this SMEs, now they want them farmers them we engage on either small enterprises or medium enterprises. Now they call SME small or medium enterprises. Then for the nutritionists there or nutrition officers, now then we call for can do a training of trainers. We can't train them at the end of the day when they say go na the different communities then go take this information here for educate and sensitize people.
Fatmata Toure also say part of them work now for say farmer them go for plant them thing there where salon people then they eat.
Feed Saloon want for achieve increase in production, increase for increase what you will produce and for live on food diversification. Not on one grain category of food number we produce rice only. We for also produce more and how we produce more. We for feed this nation and we for also exports. We for get competition with the international markets.
But what then they expect from farmers them will take part na this training. Christian Scott na the communication officer na FSRP explain.
We expectation as a project, we want at the end of the day, after they don't get this education, they go at their community level, they go and spread this information. We all know the agenda, the Ministry of Agriculture and the government, we're not fit salon. We know say, if at the end of the day, every mother, every farmer, able to talk about nutrition, able to understand about nutrition, able to understand what's in agenda, and the whole way woman, man, became the farming system, we only know they achieve fit salon, but also they improve on the livelihoods, and that's what we want to achieve.
After where different people we don't make statements, I be later talk to farmer them, but waiting the makeup of this training where FSRP and the ministry don't organize, and this now waiting them me get for talk.
The agenda where FSRP teach you about, we get for call mama and papa, every the picky self get right. Now more we all come together and we take decision in terms of house business. Every family business, if we support this willingness for more come together as one, as farmer, we will be able to achieve family business in this country. And I'm glad the knowledge of FSRP don't give you, I will make sure say put your district as a whole. I will make sure say all the farmers in terms of vegetable or farming, I will make sure say they get this knowledge and I will make sure say we will put that into practice for the next call way FSRP go be a super for the district.
You want to achieve something, you plan. You forget that you plan the first way, don't put it plan B. Tomorrow, if you start for making a plan one, plan B. Tomorrow, you go able plan waiting if you achieve one. If you don't say, now this I want to do next year. If you plan on this year, whether you get the finance, you know get the finance like a finance group, so una go sit down, una put an idea together, una go able to achieve what you una don't one plan for meet up next year. So at the call meeting at the community, I deliver the message with FSRP don't can train with today. I make sure I deliver the message to them and say FSRP national and they can help with it so we go able to achieve president's agenda.
Then farmer they end up for assure workman in a FSRP and the ministry say then go implement always in the don't land. See say the field salon succeed for the Society for Radio Democracy. Mary Kamara Bangura they report.
The program now Good Morning Salon will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned inside one part with headline stories them today they talk to the Minister of Public Administration and Political Affairs, Amara Kalon, where they can talk about APRM South Corporation Conference, where then they organize with the APRM. The program now Good Morning Salon for Zekada Sawan for welcome Mr. Kalon inside the program. Good morning, welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
It's a pleasure here again. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, viewers.
Okay, continue for stay with me inside the program. We come to you shortly. We continue for look at issues. We go as part of the celebration for look inside the 64th anniversary of the Salon Independence. Make the Foreign Service Academy the whole 3-day public lecture series for diplomats and different stakeholders. Them we say inside this lecture, then they talk about the national flag more than just a piece of cloth. We this according to the executive director now the Foreign Service Academy Ambassador Sule Darami. Don't call on governments for begin teach but the country a national flag now the school them and self-pass law we go make people respect the national flag we not the green, white and blue. For more on this we join Khalifa to content.
We flag na green, white and blue horizontal, but even then green then different color than the specific code we will get independence where they may provide 9 people for use. So then they will get for publisher, we put them the green and leaf green, the blue na cobalt blue, then white. Salon I will tell person, he go tell you say blue na blue, what's not the problem? But yeah, we get fuller blue, we get Madinga blue, for example. Fente, we call them Madinga blue. Royal blue, we call them fuller blue. So even one color self say it get different shades. But the shade we get for we flag, 9 we supposed for use. Most of them flag where they not treat or not to the correct shade. And it's shameful.
Okay, so we don't see plenty side mosai public and private institution and they fly the national flag with different size. So we get any specific size of the national flag?
Yes, the constitution it provides for a 3 by 6, 3 feet across and 6 across, 3 down. Now that size is 9% for fly. Of course, if you give, give that kind of size to Pekin, I make we get different type. You get what they call table flag, we go be smaller. You get what they call waving flag, we go be even smaller. When them picking go hold and wave. You get how you go hang pamotoka. But the one we did not do, if it be of different size, big one, if it be big. You can put 5 yards, no problem about it. But the important side, if it be the correct color, and all the different size color then for be of equal size, none for passing company. But generally, anybody who want flag, who want use salon, come to foreign affairs, ask them, say what's now flag color, then will tell you.
Okay, so Ambassador, what are the meaning of this green, white, and blue as people get different interpretation for them?
Green, that green they them put out for we natural resources, we forests, we mountains, the one way God give you, the natural thing. Now I make that green day for. That white, people then they forget say Salo will not fight for independence. So they not kill people then before we get independence. So we get them peacefully. So we they use them for unity and justice. In fact, we national motto, now unity, freedom, justice. That particular white, it represents a peaceful way we will live together. Of course, the blue, we water Atlantic Ocean are blue. And at the West Coast, now we no more get natural harbor. So that is the representative. And then thing that was specific to Salou.
Okay, so what it mean for a country, they fly national flag in Dotty, then you see some flag also, they check them, you see some people they turn the flag upside down. What do they mean for a country?
Now disrespect and a shameful business. Flag no for dirty, flag no for chair, flag no for the in wrong order, not for the upside down. Flag for be clean. Because that flag, that one game flag, even though now one person you owe sleeper or in office, now we all na salon the flag they represent. So if you put dirty one, you want to say we all dirty, if for cleaner, if for the correct, not for be chair one, if for be correct because now the easiest identifiable thing for our country. Our country get independence, flag, and crest, a national anthem, now they identify. But the flag now the easiest one. So do are people there, if they want fly flag, let it be correct, let it be clean, let it not church, let it not not grown, let it hang high up.
So what about way in the upside down?
A bad. Not just like motor might then take me now or take anybody, you turn her upside down by head. Anybody all don't confuse. You know go waka, you know go bunati. When you turn flag upside down, that means in the country, or you don't confuse her. Because that flag represents the whole country. So do you let person not put flag upside down? Put on tree. If you don't sabi, just ask.
Okay, so we get any specific time like for fly and for land the national flag?
Flag, the law say flag, you put on, we do the clean. Then you call on sunrise. Let's say 6 o'clock or 6:30. And then you put on down, we sand they go down. If you notice that this whole country will by force, every 6:30, then they put the flag down. Now for sure, all man say netrika, because flag no for team happen and dark. If we want left hand do, do clean, if we get boku light, panam. Then sure, because flag not for reason and dark. If for this, now make it do sunrise to sunset. If you left and do, you put bright bulb panel, let the light.
Okay, so how important this national flag be?
In the whole world, they pass over 250 countries in the world. And both sides in the world look alike. But the flag, na no mongo shows say we in a salo we come out. No flag, no at all, we're not the same. They're all different. Because we're all different, we all come out different sides. So flag, na we ID card, na the international world. Everybody, they salo we got ID card. So the continent of the world, they all ID card, one pandem, na the flag.
So it will be the crime of any citizen of a country where they misuse the national flag by where I go see it take the flag, turn it upside down or burn the flag. What will be the crime of that?
Some salon will not get handed, but by God in power will come. But some country then they like India, if you disrespect the flag, then they put you in jail 3 years or you pay heavy fine. In America, you pay fine. In Canada, you pay fine. France, Saudi Arabia, if you If misuse the flag, then they punish you. Some suddenly they punish you, you will go long jail and they pay boku money. And some people they need a flag if you disrespect her, you go first stay, slap you, fed you, shoot you.
Okay, so it could be your recommendation to governments for CC. People begin for respect the national flag and self gets more savvy about the green, white and
That will begin tell people in the candidates opportunity, then public lecture, let put on a school. Go the grapple small. Flag na until the respect. Go to go to school na money. When they sing national anthem, when all the turn towards the flag, when I salute her. Let government, let them say all government places, let them fly. Clean flag. Put on correctly. People then see them, they use them correctly. Everybody will get used to it small. So until we're not going to need law for pass. But if that not be, let them pass law. Say flag nothing for respect.
Well, that's not the executive director of the Foreign Service Academy, Ambassador Sule Darami. They talked to Karifatu Conte inside an interview day for sake of the national flag on the teachings them we they do now. We need to host different diplomats there now the Foreign Service Academy for talk about difference in the eye of the saloon independence and the team for the some of them meetings here now the national flag we the name not just a piece of cloth and they teach about the importance of the flag and how for use them. The program like Good Morning Saloon it come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM.
One of headlines to the inside program this morning we talk to the Minister of Public Administration and Political Affairs, Amara Kalon, where we can talk about the APRM South Conference. And members say after the 2023 election, President Bio pick Amara Kalon for be the Minister of Public Administration and Political Affairs for provide political and technical leadership for reform the public service. Well, for can know more waiting on the happen at this ministry and waiting at the importance of APRM South Conference make we get inside the program this morning. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Radio Democracy once more.
Yeah, good morning, listeners, and good morning, viewers. Good morning to everybody in
All right, it's a small where we get you, but waiting so far don't they happen at the ministry?
Yeah, thank you very much. The ministry, the reposition itself for go into full-scale reform just recently. I think the most recent I believe is Sierra Leone, the one known that the last we make a commitment that we want for digitize the civil service and the entire public service, the entire human resource management chain. That we did in discussion with the different partners there. Fortunately, on Friday we received the certificate of approval from the Ministry of Finance after we don't go through the procurement process for procure the services of a Sierra Leonean owned technological institution for digitize the civil service, more specifically the human resource systems. So we don't sign the agreement on Friday. I got in power. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks we will also suicide and sign the technical agreement with the Ministry of Communication. Then from there now we'll go into the pilot phase for digitize the recruitment process, the onboarding process, the individual performance appraisal systems, promotions and transfer system, even the profiling of every civil servant and public servant of this country also get for the other system there. And we get for work management also. How do we manage the works them? So for example, as a minister, your calendar, how you able to manage your calendar, and how you able to communicate with your company minister or any other person around without spend so much money on papers, all that inside the system. So it's one of the biggest achievements in the utilization of the technology in Sierra Leone when they come on board.
All right. You mentioned say una dey try for digitize the public service in terms of recruitment and other things there. How they happen before una come into conclusion for digitize the public service?
Yeah, well, say Sierra Leone, we try for catch up with the global world. Now we try for going into the digital space after the president be established the DSTI in 2018. So now manual system we don't use for recruit. So all we know they say they get the PS Form 8. You go take an PSC, you fill them, you carry and go back. All the processes, even to the interview, the exams, all in a manual. So Now that them we don't they use the individual performance appraisal system, we now one of the most important system in managing human resource. Also now manual them we don't they do. So most of those things in a be manual system, paperwork. So now we try for change them now for become a digital system. We are in everything they online.
Alright, waiting at the challenge during them processing it, because una must go don't do background check before una confirm say una the move now for go digital.
Yeah, well, one of the challenge now the fact that it's at the issue of awareness. You know, you have people who still believe say we still continue, we need for continue with the manual system. They don't use to run. That's the empire or they don't build. We not they blame them, but another they don't use. For that transition from the manual to the digital space, so man this year in a long process, or you not get the capacity again for they do than they. We get other issue that has to do with even the mindset, you know, of people them about going digital. People they just feel say you still for continue, forget this human to human touch, you know, connection in terms of services. So you get all those things them. Also is finance. Finance is very critical in all of this. So there's challenges in finance, but we're able to get the Minister of Finance for understand and then buying from the minister, the financial secretary, all the staff then the Minister of Finance, then get a buying. The technical, we're going to the Minister of Communication, then self buying into the system. So we don't, some of those challenges to overcome them, but these are some of the challenges that we'll get. Also, time is of essence. Also, time is a challenge because we want to one for speed. But you know, say most of them things here you get for time not be then we fail, but we're able to overcome them things.
Whose change this could bring?
Yeah, well, so one of the change where we look at now that we change the way we improve on the way we provide services to the people of this country, and how do we manage with human resource. For they do appraisal systems, sometimes it will take them 3-4 months before you get a result. But now if you do a digital system within 24 hours, if you don't get the results, all man for don't know waiting at you result we get in terms of the indicators of the way you set for your performance for that year day. Also the recruitment. Instead of you get 3,000 people who they apply for one job, you get 10 people who they can for go through them paper and they for 10 weeks. Now they do one within 24 hours. The system don't give you the result of what you want. Even the exam, for them move people then for go sit exam, then get for correct them papers and they for over 3,000 people. Now online, by the time we they come out inside the classroom, they don't send you result now your phone for saying that this you get. So one, they reduce time. Number two, they reduce the use of paper. The amount what is spent on paper in this country, if we put them together, likely they will build 2 or 3 hospitals for the year for we. But now they can cut down on then the use of paper. But also they put services on speed. Now everything they go on speed. You don't need for wait again. For say I get for contact this, but I get for contact this, everything now they go on speed. So time is very important. Resources what they cut down, mostly finance is very important, and also the quality of the result we get for commodity we get for be very important.
There is this thing where governments be they do what they call wages and salary harmonization. How this reform could help these aspects of the service?
So it very much important. In fact, I work closely with the Wages and Compensation Commission. Even last week, then I'm in office. This week I go visit the new office for see how they do. In every tour they do, I'm part of it because pillar 3 of the strategic plan for the reform of the public, I talk about wages and compensation harmonization. So it's very critical because if you not get the staff them profile in one place, you always define them very difficult for manage them and for do the salary harmonization. We'll get for do the staff, the personnel profiling, then they get for help the WCC for let them know what are in the system, what's in the capacity, and we will help them for do the grading system so that we will harmonize the salary in this country. So this particular tool they do so, in fact, is the biggest platform for the Wages and Compensation Commission.
All right. Still get to do with the issue of digitize, public service we want for go into. But again, as you say, una don't sign, something. We are in don't give una confirmation for move into digital. You get people that will work for government. We up till now still living and difficult with social media or with computer. This reform forget any aspect we are in una get forget training to some of them government work man or public somebody will work in any public office.
So it's part of the contract we don't sign. So the institution get for go on awareness raising, we get for establish hubs them for mostly civil servants. Then maybe on off-peak period, you can go there, you go land. But the most important, the thing what I want for clear now, the system where they come with, not to a new system where you go visit somebody. Now, don't any other app where they use. The app would use for transferring money. The app would use for apply for scholar. They use the app they use for do everything. Now, just similar app. We go there on iPhone. I will call them. We go there on
Play Store app.
Yes, Play Store or whatever thing. Where you the same thing where they use for go na your WhatsApp, for go na your Facebook, for go na your Instagram, for go na your TikTok. Now just the same app they can na your phone. We go there na your phone or na your desktop or your laptop for make sure say whatever you do. For example, attendance. The attendance now they come now on your phone. Or if you not get phone, where you go na the office, there I say there is a platform there where you go put your fingerprint and no you don't come inside the office. Where you go out back, you put your fingerprint, no you don't go out. But most are on your phone because on the app as you go, you click, you open the app, you put your password, you open, you go to attendance. So not to something complex. Now just the basic facilities the way they use their phone now they try for bring because they try for customize them so that it will be as simple as the least person down there will be able to utilize the system what they try for develop.
The program now, Good Morning Salon, will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You listen to the Minister for Public Administration and Political Affairs, Amara Kalon. It is inside the program for talk about the APRM South Corporation Conference. We didn't get forget, but before that, we will engage them on happenings the ministry. I don't give updates on the reforms them way they do. When will they see finally the reforms here start for enroll and come to effect?
So already they don't come to effect because with the civil service codes and rules, it don't change the dynamics in the civil service. Now even at my office, my secretary just give birth and it don't be the first person who don't benefit from the maternal leave. When I've been trying at 8 weeks now 12 weeks. In husband self will send himself go on maternal leave. So already don't go into
so now we woman born husband and all the maternal leave.
Yes,
so now the same period.
Yeah, the same period. Because we find out the setting around gender issue, they say they mandate for support their wives them.
Okay.
And to an extent they don't even say where you wave the born. You demand for the presence. Who side you wave the born. So meaning if you present to side the woman the born, then you for be present to side the woman they take care of the pikin so that you provide the enabling environment and that affection for your wife for let it take care of that pikin.
If they need to work at the same office.
If you're not working at the same office, the office who side the man they once there is evidence, you don't prove say in wife don't born if you go on the maternal leave.
So I wanna go check if truly now in your wife. I wanna check them criteria.
Yeah, well, I make you get certificate to get that way. They even can inside the job, you get all the profiling, whether your wife, whether you picking everything in the profile. So
so this only system. Limited to the wife we married.
Yeah, well, not the wife we married because now the legality around it.
The program now, Good Morning Salon, will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. A very key discussions, and this now based on waiting Una come up with this particular aspect of the reform. Now based on waiting, Mr. Kalon.
So this reform is based on the premise that over the past 60, I've left to come from 1961 we get independence. We don't see the different revolutions that don't take place in this country. We get about 23 years of one party state. Then they get an effect on public service. We also see about 5 or 6 successful military coups that don't take place in this country. All get an effect and impact on public service. We also don't do 5 successful democratic elections. All don't get effect on public service. We don't see the transfer of power from the incumbent to the opposition 2 times in this country successfully. Also don't get that impact. So all of this get their own different impact, but don't create positive and negative effect on the public service. But the negativity now more don't become pronounced. We don't make public service able to deliver effectively to the people of this country. So the presidency and fit say we need to do a reform of the public service, reposition them so that it will fit into the present day public service where then they call say leaving no one behind.
Okay.
So the presidency and fit say we need to forget these reforms and based upon them premise I give now they make we do the reform of the public service.
Continue for stay with me inside the program. Amara Kalon, Minister for Public Administration and Political Affairs. We'll come back. We look at the conference we there for. The program now Good Morning Salon, the council from 98.1 FM. We'll go for a break. We'll continue the program Good Morning Salon.